and rat it out, take it late. And here comes the rat exterminator, Travis. It is Sand King.
Yeah, I love this hero. Moo knows how to play it and probably knows how to play against it rather well. So EHOME is just saying, listen, Moo, we know you like this hero. It didn't work the other day, yesterday, when you guys played it. We're going to show you how it worked exactly. And
it was a disaster. That was, it's funny.
Out.
We only cast DC once, and we cast the one match where they just got
crushed.
Stomped.
Yeah, they got crushed.
So when I saw DC, I'm like, God, this team looks really weak. But they've won every other game except those 2 months.
It came down to really just the Sand King pick not working out. We talked about it numerous times. Like, well, it was the Sand King, I guess. I mean, it was other things a part of that draft as well. But, yeah, no, DC looks good everywhere else except in that one game that we casted.
I think EHOME is considering an aggressive tri-lane here for sure.
I would imagine. Yeah, Shadow Demon, Ogre, Magi, Luna, and then you have a safe lane for a Sand King.
Like, what is Oracle, Riki? I don't even know what the tri-lane would be, honestly.
Oracle,
Riki, probably a Furion tri-lane.
We'll wait and see how things pan out, though. But this is very interesting to me. I like both drafts equally, honestly. It comes down to who's going to be able to have a better early impact in these laning phases and into the early game, because then will the Alchemist have a good start is the big question, or will the Luna be able to farm up and get up to a very quick, Mantis style or something along those lines. And we'll wait and see how things progress. And again, it's that Aghanim Scepter as well for the Marauder for Old Chicken, who's going to be playing at mid. So we'll jump into the game now. DC versus EHOME. Remember, 1-1 ties don't mean anything. EHOME will take the group if that's the case. For DC, they have to 2-0 to take the group and be the leaders. And of course, that will get them better seeding as well. Moving into the upper bracket of the playoffs, the main event for TI6. We're right around the corner with that, David.
We are, and look at how much warding has been done here by Old 11. Misery is going to scout him out. Can give him a little poke. Has already skilled up Cloak and Dagger, but no real kill potential, just some chip. So he managed to snake around, drop the Observer ward in the mid lane, so they get great intel whenever the Alchemist is going for bounty runes, which is a key component of running Alch. And on top of that, drops an Observer that scouts the bottom rune and a Sentry to block the camp. So they got a lot of mileage out of that smoke, basically. Meanwhile, Misery just gets the one lane ward down near the mid lane. Does EHOME potentially kill him here? No detection on Lana. Doesn't look like they can, but they snag the bounty rune from out under Weehaw. Honestly, I almost think it's worth the first blood, which it looks like it's going to be.
Resolution will be getting it too, so that's not bad for DC. Yeah, I mean, you got some nice gold, but I don't know. Weehaw is taking damage from Old Bottom, though, on his way out, and he's got another Ignite ready to go. This is a lot of damage. He won't regen. He's going to have to bear it a salve.
He went for the early 4-man shield, too. They're going to try to kill him here, Mon.
The arrow does miss, though, but Old Chicken is thinking about walking up to the high ground. Weehaw is still taking so much damage, and finally, Misery.
Another Ignite. He's got to fog him, but the Mirana's going to get pigeoned.
It should kill him, and now with one more right click, yeah, he's going to go down. And, well, at least the Dyer's Courier does die. I'm not sure where that Courier went down, but still, Weehaw.
It was not microed, and it just ran by their tower and fed. All right.
We've
got ourselves a game of Dota, too.
There's some silly stuff happening. Weehaw going down. It's not first blood, though, so they don't get some extra gold going the way of EHOME, but that's still a pretty big kill.
Whose Courier was that? Must have been Old Chicken, right?
I would imagine.
Old Chicken. Shame on you.
Do you know what it had on it?
It had his tangos.
Yeah, that's probably...
It's a big deal. Well, I guess he'll miss his bottle timing for the first rune, but he'll have it up after that. So it's not the end of the world in the mid lane. Plus, Weehaw is not going to be it's not a hero that can really punish this too heavily. It's not the best laning hero.
Right.
Still though,
let's go.
Interesting start here, Mark.
Right now, Misery down bottom looking for Old 11 or Old Bottom. Does he have Smoke Screen? No, still level 1, but here comes the Fortune's End. He's got Burrow Twig ready to go. He needs to get out of a bad situation. It looks like he might have to. He goes and does a little bit of damage to Misery in the process, but he'll Fairy Fire up and he should be fine.
That leaves Old Lanham on his own, but he just sees opportunity to hit things, getting blocked by the trance a bit. So a Nature's Prophet tri-lane, this leaves Moo on an island top. There is some kill potential on a Bat Rider, but they need levels. It's not a lane they can really punish early. As the arrow flies, top lane. Keeping eyes on Weehaw because the whole game plan is really built around him. 0 bounty runes at 2 minutes. Definitely want to keep track of that, but so far, not so good for him.
The Arcane is not that helpful, but this early on for an Alchemist.
Oh, that acid spray.
Wow, the cooldown, yeah.
Woo.
so fun, but we'll
He
keep our eyes
passed it
there.
twice per creep wave.
Old 11 down bottom again. The Ignite Burrow Strike, Misery's caught out. That's your first, or not first place. You got another kill in this bottom lane now going the way of Old 11, so.
This is just a weak lane.
Yeah, it is.
Riki, Oracle, Nature's Prophet. Where's the synergy there? And I think Misery recognizes that. There's not much kill potential unless someone's horribly out of position. I will go try and win other lanes for my team.
The fact that they're winning that lane 2 versus 3 or doing a good job is pretty nice. Here's the disruption coming up from Fenrir is 2 stacks of sticky napalm, and Moo won't push his luck.
Doesn't want a piece of that. I think wisely, as Misery was in fact stalking him.
Yeah.
Plus the Nature's Prophet can TP in.
Until they see Misery rotate on the map again, they're probably thinking,
They want to bring in the MP. If that Sprout into Smoke combo.
Fenrir is in a lot of trouble. I don't think they need him. Yeah, he has no more disruption for 3 seconds. They just need the last break click, and Misery will get it done on the Reiki, the Flight Stone.
Meanwhile, the mid lane, Weehaw caught out, kicks off again. Another frustrating turn here for the Alp. 0-2, no bounty runes. He is sad.
Now EHOME again looking as good as they've looked so far this entire tournament, with the exception of 1 loss against Liquid, and now they're going to go to Ice 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 for DC's side. They've dropped the Sentry. Misery will take the Lucent Beam. They have Disruption, but now he's out of range. Another Sentry ready to go. They'll drop it down towards the side shop.
He doesn't have TP mana. He doesn't have Blink Strike skilled up. I think he's just dead if EHOME
money.
focuses him.
He has no money, so he can't buy that TP.
They probably assume he's just TP'd out.
And it's a pretty good assumption too, but he's going to walk through the sentries again. They saw him there. He was pinged out, I believe.
He's still in vision, can drag the creeps back, trying to disrupt the pole. A bit of a risky maneuver.
It works out.
But it does end up working out.
Yeah, they get the 1 range creep. Who cares?
Oh, Saksa found by Old Lanham. Doesn't have mana for the Ignite. But Old 11's here as well. He's got no boots. That's an Ogre with Windlace and boots.
Fortune
See ya, Saksa.
Huge. Maybe he can deny himself. Nah, slowed up by the caustic finale, and that's going to be our Ignite. Meanwhile, top lane, they do get the kill as they rotate up. Resolution with the TP coming out from the Furion. They take down the Luna. A bigger kill to be sure, going the way of DC.
Yeah, she is farming very well. Overall, big farm advantage to EHOME, but DC having the Alchemist and still managing to do okay in the laning stage. Keeps it relatively close, 5 minutes in. Things calming down now as Old Chicken does have his bottle. Boots likely coming out soon, and he got the courier back. So, looking forward the next 5 minutes or so. Alchemist will just be desperately trying to secure bounty runes. Did he get the last one? No, Old Lanham did, so... Yeah, the rune control has been so good for EHOME thus far.
3 then, I believe?
0 for 3.
Yeah.
Alchemist actually needs bounty runes if he doesn't have an easy lane, and this is not an easy lane by any means. He's doing okay on CS 16, but it's not a lane where he's going to die.
He died twice at the beginning of the game once, then another time just with the Ogre rotation. Yeah, he definitely needs a little bit more help, and those bounty runes will be, of course, the help that he needs, I think. And it's going to be 30 seconds before the next one spawns.
The worry here is that Old 11 is having a good start, and that's the hero that can take the game over for EHOME. And once he gets the Blink Dagger, he'll just be running around constantly looking for kills. But mid lane, Misery going in.
He does a lot of damage, especially with that Blightstone, but Old Chicken is able to survive. And Alchemist can't follow up. He can't really do anything. He can drop an acid spray on the ground, but that's it. He can't run it at his enemies just yet. He doesn't do nearly enough damage, even if he did. Another rotation from maybe someone like that Furion. And so far, Resolution's only rotated once. He's almost going to kill Old 11, getting him down to 190 HP down bottom, but Old 11 is able to burrow strike away and get out of any sort of trouble there.
Tangos arrive. Just trying to continue collecting his experience here in the lane. While Misery stalks again. They have the Nature's Prophet TP. They're thinking about it. Ice 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 has Eclipse though.
No lasso, but they
the fade time is pretty long. It's 6 seconds. If they don't perfectly combo him, he can turn this with an Eclipse, but maybe not with his 2 heroes until the Shadow Demon comes in.
Destruction. There's the smoke screen. He should fall without getting his Eclipse off. Maybe not.
There's 3 hits. He's not going to waste it.
The Lucid Beam doing some good damage. Misery avoids the second Shadow Poison and now is out of range.
Oh, look at that. This is the Alchemist hate train. Arrow coming in. We go back to the base. Old Lanham says, there's nothing for you here.
Some time wasted for EHOME as well, though, and it's going to allow Resolution to put pressure on the top tier 1 tower. As Fenrir is going to be able to at least get some CS and experience himself. He's level 4 now, trying to deal with the Treants. They're just going to dive him, though. The Sprout is up, though, but there's the TP coming in from the Luna. Like you said, they have the Eclipse up move. Has Firefly at the ready, no level 6 in Lasso, and they will back away, not losing any heroes, although coming in from the backside, Old Chicken has Arrow, not to mention Max Starstorm, ready to go.
They need this Murano to start finding pickoffs. Just buy a little time.
Ooh, courier now. Misery.
Constant pokes.
He's got to be careful. I mean, that's a long fate time.
Oh, he even got pinged. Weehaw, Misery called it out, but so I think.
Uphill miss, and he actually stays alive, and now the chemical rays will keep him up. Starstorm is not there. They're looking to turn 2. Fairy Fire, Old Chicken will fall, and Resolution with a great TP gets a double kill.
That miss.
Oh my lord.
That miss. Ouch. Ouch.
That's tilt-worthy. If you are EHOME, there's probably no way that should happen.
That's how Dota is sometimes, though.
Well, he's going to find his first bounty ring. It looks like it. 8 minutes, and he's going to get it. I don't know if he got the 6-minute one. I'm assuming no. But he will get it this time around.
I think that's his first, honestly. But Misery's going to go down here. EHOME. Still applying pressure. I still like their overall game plan, even though that engagement ends up working poorly. But if you can completely shut down the Alk, once Sand King gets, like for this stage of the game, once Sand King gets Blink, their kill potential is incredible.
They just keep killing the Alk over and over and over with the Blink Dagger from the Sand
Or just take over his jungle, like which is what they've done here. They've aggressively moved in, now going for Weehaw. Has the chemical rage though.
Then he's going to come out, chemical rage, keeping him alive with the Starstorm that does the damage. Old 11 almost going down to the tower. He's going to try to get out, but Misery has vision, and he jumps in with the smoke screen and Blink Strike, finding the kill. It is a 1-for-1, but again, Weehaw falling.
Fenrir almost dead. He's going to deny to neutrals. Our support and an off-laner for an Alk. It's a slightly favored DC trade from the looks of things.
If you have the net worth chart open, it is the top 2 going the way of DC, and no surprises that Resolution is on top, building that drum and about to grab what I imagine to be maybe a Maelstrom, as he has the Gloves of Haste.
Yeah, Maelstrom or Midas. Let's see what Resolution wants.
So yeah, Resolution, I think either of which is fine. If he goes for the Maelstrom, he wants to put more pressure on these heroes, and he can push down creep waves a bit easier. But
the Midas is cool if you want to rush the... If Valk wants to give him an Ags early, because then you have the level 3 ult as quickly as possible.
Very true.
Otherwise, if they want to fight a little more in the early game, the Maelstrom is the better combat item.
Moo might be going the drum build himself. He has 2
bottom lane. They found Misery. Moving in. Stun. Drops the defensive cloud. Blinks away. See you later.
Still dusted
But
up
he is
though.
dusted.
There's the
Fire can make it out.
The Ignite will take him down as well for ult, and so Misery dies yet again, but not the worst death in the world. And, well, it's back to farming, but where's Weehaw right now? He's in the jungle, still no armlet just yet, and again, remember that most Alchemists, it's armlet and Radiance by 14 minutes is how it goes usually for Alchemists. Although it could be a bit later, 15, 16 is not that bad either, but we'll see where Weehaw ends up with those 2 items if he decides to go the Radiance route.
Yeah, this EHOME style feels a lot like the old Vici gaming. A lot of roaming, constant ganking and pressure. But it's even coming from the cores, not just the supports, as they have kept good vision up all over the Radiant jungle. You can see actually these sentries got planted to try and de-ward.
He's going to break the smoke. Fenrir, yeah.
Does have a sentry. Oh, they're trying to go on him. Old Chicken's there as well, though.
Drop it. Yeah, Misery now. If they walked up, they actually have vision from the Observer Ward on the high ground there. Instead, they'll back away. They'll head back towards the top rune spot. And then think about just splitting up now, I suppose. Back to farming. And it is, by the way, Moo going for the drum build. He has it now. So 2 drums picked up for DC, 1 on Resolution. Burrow struck.
Old Chicken is not just going to get away this camp for free.
That is a large damage.
Gets the Ignite off, but flanking is Moo. This could really slow down the Batriders' Blink, or drums in this case. They've got to contest this.
They're going to come in. Good smoke screen tricks the trade. Bottom's getting low. Silence up still. Now the Firefly. Good Fire Blast. There's the Moonlight Shadow. He's immediately taken down, though. It sucks that rotation. He might be next to top the...
He's silenced for now. He does manage to blink away. Meanwhile, while that was happening, bottom lane, Old 11 looks like combines with Ice. It does find a kill there. That secures the blink. This is where the EHOME aggression hits that next level. Can DC withstand it? Prepare for the blink debut momentarily. Do they have detection, though?
Good try. And then they find the Burrow Trick. They were ready for this. There's the Lucid Beam, and the fade time is just not enough. Maybe it is, and he will stay alive. Although the Caustic Finale is probably going to kill him.
Oh, he's going to go for a blind Burrow.
No, he's fine.
Nope. not going to get him.
I was going to say the caustic finale was going to kill him, but that already was ticked off, so he will end up staying alive. That was very dangerous for Misery. That's just one attempt at a deny, and he almost dies for it. Now he has to go all the way back home and heal up.
But finally they have gotten off of Weeha's back. And he gets a bounty rune, so...
Look how much gold that gives you, 400 immediately as soon as he picks it up, and so now he's up to 2,000, and again, it's 12 and a half minutes, he gets closer and closer to that relic. We'll see how things shape up for DC. So again, that Blink Dagger is done. Maybe Old 11 would like to move with his team here and smoke up pretty soon, otherwise they're just going to continue to farm. How's this Luna doing? Luna currently sitting 4th in net worth, but not too far behind. He's picked up the Helm of the Dominator, going for the Yasha as well, and seems to be... I think stacking these Ancients, in fact, is. I'm stacking it again right now as we speak.
EHOME, it's all about aggressive wards, taking towers after you find kills, keeping the DC jungle under control. They accomplished step 1 of that plan, which is taking the tier 1 bottom, but they cannot loosen up their chokehold on the map. DC are the team that want this game to be slow. They want the out effect to kick in. Conversely, for them, holding the tier 1 mid is of utmost importance. The top tower, not quite as much, though it does lend some alternative access paths to the Ancient. But the mid tier 1, that's where it's at for DC. They must defend this at all costs.
And it's taken a small bit of beating, although EHOME's tier 1 tower mid is taking a bit more. Misery has been scouted out. There's the burrow quick from Old 11 after the blink in, and well, the Demonic Purge should find Misery's dead.
Fenrir got to keep those poisons going, and Ice there is the cleanup crew.
Comes in loose and beam, easy pickup for Luna. Back to farming we go, now with 75 CS and 1 kill to his name.
The instant smoke.
This should find a kill.
Relentless aggression.
Moo needs to leave, and he will TP out, but now Old 11 blinking his burrow quick, he needs to use it. Oh my lord, literally 0.2 seconds left. And Disruption will come through just to make sure that the epicenter gets handled. Moo will go down loose and beam. I think that might have been unnecessary, but still a kill is a kill. One way or the other.
At this point in the game, you're probably not. DC is unlikely to group and go for a team fight, so blowing epicenter and just a secure kill is fine, but man, Moo, he reacted quickly too. He got out of there within like 10 seconds of the smoke starting, and didn't really have much reason to suspect they would go bottom. But
Old 11 moving that.
Right in time.
I felt like Old 11 just came out of nowhere with that blink. Now the TP in, Lanham, trouble, sprouts up. There's some purifying flames, and should fall. They eat with the Earthquake coming in. False promise of Misery just to make sure he gets out. Might want to keep going though. That tower's low. They have creeps coming in.
So the Luna Siege will begin bottom, but DC counter-punching mid.
There's the Midas for the Nature's Prophet, by the way.
So I think the DC game plan is really going to hinge on giving resolution of fast stags, and then playing just the constant map pressure game. But I'm curious to see if that is indeed the choice. Old 11. Hey buddy, just wanted to let you know I'm here.
Weeha has enough for the Relic, 15 minutes in. Looks like it's going to be a 16-minute Armlet Radiance, which, again, not the fastest time for Weeha, but she has been ganked, and that's pretty good, all things considered, for 3 deaths and a lack of bounty runes, a significant lack of bounty runes. But Old 11 has been farming so well, and he's been farming heroes most importantly. His Blink Dagger and Aether Winds are now done. We'll see where he moves. Do they have a smoke up? It looks like not on anybody that I can tell. No smokes for EHOME, so they're just going to sit back for now.
Misery stalking Fenrir, but Fenrir keeping a very good distance from Moo, who now disappears, and not good enough. Gets caught by the lasso. Backstab by Misery, and we'll be giving up a kill. They've been committed to the tricks of the trade for that.
Even with the Moonlight Shadow, all he has to do is keep the Firefly on him, and the tricks of the trade would have secured it one way or the other. And they will Moonlight Shadow, so they don't need smoke, they just need the Moonlight Shadow to secure a kill. I don't know if they did that anywhere under vision. Old 11, he is under vision right now, as he is not part of that Moonlight Shadow anymore, and now it looks like Saksa has to be careful.
They see the Sand King just wandering around their jungle, and they want a piece of him.
There's a lot of heroes here, though.
Lanham's there, though. He's got dust. He's not using it. His smoke just broke. Was that the end of the smoke?
It could have been.
I think it might have been
the end. It was very close, I think.
Because Old Chickens also was already broken, so it must have been the end of the smoke, or they would have gone for it. But now EHOME will start pushing. They need to take control of the Ancients away from DC. Alchemist already has Relic. Radiance is coming. There's still that window where he's got to get BOTs and Manta, and then it gets really hard to stop him, but already I feel like DC's game plan is starting to kick into gear here. EHOME, Roshan, perhaps their next objective, or just constantly trying to steal stacks, but eventually this Alpha Prophet is going to get out of hand.
I don't think EHOME should be super worried, though. I think that Luna is a good late-game hero in her own right, not to mention what they have. Blink Burrow again on Desoxa this time, but
they followed up, arrows coming through.
Oh, he actually cast all of his spells, and that allowed him to stay in place. He's almost certainly dead as the Starstorm will come through.
From behind, Old 11, is it epicenter time? It sure is!
He's gonna jump in on it too. Beautifully done. Look at that damage. Weehaw, though, with the Chemical Rage full heal up. Old Lanham was about to go down to Misery, but that is cleaned up quickly by that Old 11 Sand King. So a great performance that is just getting better and better for EHOME over time.
Yeah, Luna SD is actually quite good at dealing with the Alchemist Illusion spam because the bouncing glaives will relatively quickly deal with illusion. So illusion carries in general I don't think do particularly well against Luna, but that said, it's already becoming a significant gold lead for DC. It will extend unless they keep on finding kills. Ice now, trying to clear a ancient stack of his own. Does have the level 3 bouncing glaives, so pretty much the standard Luna skill build here. Only taking the 2 points in the R. It used to be players would max it, but that was more when you would 5-man push towers, and nowadays Luna doesn't really play that much.
Well, you just need to be able to take the stacks, and you can't do that with like level 1 or level 2 blades, so he'll be able to do it now, and he actually gets help with disruption illusions as Resolution finds a kill on an old chicken, and that's a really big pickoff.
Delays the eggs here. He has not gone for BOTs either. Grabs the phase boots again. This is something I've seen Old Chicken do quite a few times, but it's very uncharacteristic for most Maranas who are more interested in those slightly greedier build that translates into greater farm later on. BOTs into Blink Dagger.
I don't know, maybe the phase boot signifies that they can transition out of the Aghanim Scepter late game or that Castroville late game. You can go into what Sumail did, which was the Mjolnir, followed by a couple of other items.
But late game you want BOTs anyway. True. So I think it more signifies they want to keep the pressure up now. Yes. Me too. This Resolution is pushing top.
Boots of Travel now up for the Alchemist, speaking of bots, and he might need to use him here as DC might get caught from the backside. Ice, roaming in with Fenrir. They might have vision. They obviously have the Sentry there, but I don't think they had the vision of them coming through. They will now.
Sentry. Old Chicken will get scouted. He knows there's a Sentry because the creeps start following him.
He doesn't care. He leaps in anyways. He really wants Rezo. The Sprout, nicely done. Arrow's running to move, but he's flash swap. Now there's Flickflips coming through as well, but there's the false promise on top of it. Old Chicken Flow will finally fall.
And likely the Bat Rider going to drop after this. No, he is kept alive. Old 11 drops. Sand King did very early in the fight, and on the backside, Weeha's moving in. Can they bring him down? They're trying to focus the raid boss. He's pretty tanky, Moss.
He's got three stacks of Shadow Poison. He's about to fall.
On the toggle.
He's alive. Wow, that unstable concoction helping out so much his blow, but he will not fall. He'll stay alive. The Purifying Cleanse continues to toggle. Lanham on the run. He will be the only survivor as DC clean up. They take a huge fight, and look at that gold change. The fight recap. It says about 2 to 3,000 here is going their way.
Oh, it's way more than that. They are going to take a tier 2 top. They will take over this EHOME jungle, likely clear out quite a few camps for the Alchemist. They get 2-3 minutes of farm minimum off of that fight. This is probably a 6,000 to 7,000 gold swing by the time DC finishes farming for the next couple minutes. And I think the big thing there, they didn't get anything out of Old 11. No epicenter. He died really early. Sand King is an absolutely crucial part of their team fight, especially because Old Chicken doesn't have eggs yet. And Luna Eclipse was somewhat dealt with. She got fogged quite a bit.
Old 11 epicenter being channeled. Doesn't have chemical rage on the concoction. Weeha's still very tanky, disrupted. That might very well keep him alive as Resolution is here, but no, the demonic purge will take him down. Fenrir and Old 11.
He could get brought down actually if he's not careful.
Well, here comes Misery. Silk Screen finds Fenrir. Good Burrow strike to keep Fenrir alive. Old 11 now, but still one more back step. Now the troops betrayed. Luna's coming as well. Eclipse is not there. Zox is low, and they bring him down too. It looks like
Misery gets a double kill for the support repeat. My God, what a madman.
A 3 for 2 though for EHOME when it's all said and done. It's a big pickup on Weeha that is the most important thing, and that's actually 2,000 gold, almost 2,000 gold going the way of EHOME themselves. That's crazy. Back and forth we go.
Well, it seems like DC thought the way I did. Hey, we just want a 5-man team fight. We can go push and farm now, but spread out the map. And EHOME said, nuh-uh, not like that. Immediately fighting to kill him. It's on the Alph. That's the hero you need to keep down. Eventually he will make your Prophet even scarier. So still, overall, DC quite happy with this game. They have plenty of outer towers up. They're farming well in the Alch and the NP. They have the ability to redistribute wealth later on, but I think EHOME at the same time have a good scaling late game in their own right. They have Bloodlust. They have Soul Catcher to deal with, particularly any sort of tank carry, which is what the Alchemist is in this case. And they have Luna, who deals well with Illusion. So I don't think it's a clear cut and dry DC auto-win late game in a fight, but where DC will excel is their ability to constantly keep all the lanes pushed out and have the map control edge. Also with the Bat Rider and the Riki, these are great vision heroes, so in that sense I do favor DC going late, but still EHOME have a really strong fight.
I think EHOME's team fight right now might be a little bit stronger.
It's definitely stronger right now.
I think it's just that even going later on into the game, I still think EHOME's team fight might be a bit stronger at that point as well. Even if you are to level everything up and get DC some really important items, it comes down to how much can the Alchemist do, and a couple of lassos as well. So EHOME currently, I don't think they're that concerned. They're going to head top together as Team Smoke Up, trying to find something. It looks like they won't be successful as Misery picks up a Midas. I guess that's what the double kill nets you is, of course, and
all right,
back into this game and getting experience. Not
are we going to get another 70+ minute game?
We get a lot of those.
Are we in for a treat?
We really get a lot of those.
I want this one to be an epic one. Only fitting to kick off the series. Remember, DC needs game 1 just to have a chance of winning the group.
Not only that, but game 2 as well. Resolution will sprout himself as he'll look to get out of this top lane. It looks like you're going to give up another tower. The tier 1 and the tier 2 bottom both fell recently. It's a lot of gold. Again, it was a 7,500 net worth advantage for DC. Now it's closing in on about 4,000.
Old 11's going to go bottom at the center. Hello, Resolution. Gets all the extra caustic puck. I don't know if there's enough damage to get the kill, though.
He's got no burrow.
Hit too tanky. Let's make it out. It forces him back, but you're really looking for the kill there.
Yeah, that's Resolution again. It's the drum. It's just about everything. I mean, his levels as well. He's got the Midas. He's almost level 16, as you talked about. So that Aghanim Scepter from the Alchemist could certainly help when he gets there. But Weehaw not really in a position to give away Aghanim Scepters yet. He needs probably the Manta as well as the Octarine before he decides to start giving away those Ags.
Whew, all right. Exterminator in the house. BOTs for Old 11. He now, he already converted his energy booster into the Aetherlands, grabs the Wind Lace for the extra bit of move speed. Sand King needs to be the guy that runs around setting up kills on Nature's Prophet and Alk. He is the key. And he's got the mobility that he might be able to pull it off. Yeah,
those boots of travel just picked up for Old 11, so he can move around with his teammates and try to get something done as well. That's exactly what DC are doing. They have smoked up and they're looking to try to find a target. The arrow will sail through and it does hit Moo, and he should know. There's a noise made by Mirana once you hit something, even in fog or smoke like that. But Old Chicken will sit behind his tier 1 tower, and with that, smoke is unsuccessful. They do get some wards down, at least one. Well, actually was placed earlier, so none of these wards are new or fresh. DC are just going to back away and continue to farm up for the time being.
DC definitely in a decent position here. Not hemorrhaging kills, 17 to 15. Resolution having a hell of a game. And now building towards Hurricane Pike.
Doesn't have the Dragon Lance yet, so he's going to build it all together and get it at one point in time. And that's pretty nice. I mean, it's going to give you... I've seen plenty of Hurricane Pikes before, and it's going to give you plenty of both sieging potential and just damage over a team fight as well.
Late game, you can definitely kite Luna quite a bit. The glaives will bounce fairly far, but if you just sprout her and are hitting her from distance, can be an effective tool.
Does Hurricane Pike, the active, go through Magic Immunity? I don't think it probably doesn't. I would imagine it doesn't.
Yeah, the way this game is developing, I'm not sure.
What a sentry by Misery. Sees Old Chicken coming with Moonlight Shadow. They know that it's up. Resolution immediately TPs, and Misery should follow soon.
It's not really the best BKB game, though. It helps you a lot against the Riki Cloud. That's the main thing. So, not sure if Luna will end up going for it.
He just bought this gem, the Sand King, or I'm not sure who. I believe this is the Sand King's.
Yes.
That he just purchased up. That's very nice.
It is a recent grab as well.
But
this is a DC tempo. Heroes aren't dying. Alchemist is pushing. Prophet is pushing. They're farming the enemy woods. And yeah, the supports are going to get really poor. The Bat Rider is going to get really far behind. But giving each of those heroes mags goes a long way.
Yeah, there's the disruption coming out, though.
Well, let's start for the Riki.
Dragons found Misery, smoke screen way too late, and then they just fire blast and Lucid Beam. Stun lock for days, and Misery's too squishy in order to survive that. And Resolution will split push top while this is happening. His Hurricane Pike just about done. He has the 4-step already, so he's got all of it. The tier 2 tower mid will fall, though. EHOME starting to pressure and push their timing.
So ice. I have Scotty very soon to come, and I think that'll be the timing for EHOME, where they try to take an Aegis, and then you've got very tanky Luna illusions at a point where Radiance Burn isn't going to be enough to kill them off in a timely fashion. DC are light on deep push. They have Acid Spray, they have Radiance Burn, and that's basically it. Firefly's okay, but you really want to save that cooldown for when you initiate. So I think EHOME, they get the Scotty here, and then they either find a kill and then go Roche, or just straight Roche and try to push towards the DC base.
Yeah, he just picks up his second ultimate orb, so he'll have that very soon. Resolution almost getting ganked to the top lane. We'll be able to TP back home, heal on up, and I wonder if DC will take a gem for themselves. Obviously, having one would get them some map control they really need, and getting their jungle back, because their jungle has been invaded a couple of times there, and that's how Misery died. You got to make a decision based off of, do we want to really purchase this gem and maybe give it away to EHOME?
EHOME doing such a good job at farming all the while. They're keeping up with the Alk surprisingly well. Yeah, the Sand King with 190 CS, Mirana with 150, Luna with 230. If it weren't for Greevil's Greed, they'd be quite even on net worth. And for an Alk, he's ahead. He's definitely not a hero that can 1v5 this game. He will need his team to provide assistance.
This is another Moonlight Shadow as they're prepping for a push. Sentry was taken out. That Misery placed down here earlier on. I think they see Ice with the Moonlight Shadow. There's a good chance they know something's up. They're going to back away. DC are not going to fight into that tier 1 tower. Although they would like to take that tower, and it's been there for a while. There's been some very good play from EHOME to keep that tier 1 tower alive as they move in again, invading the jungle from DC and just taking over this as best as possible.
And they reveal the Nature's Prophet mid, 4 DC heroes, camped out bottom, expecting someone to be on her zone, and indeed, the rubbery one himself, the old chicken, is isolated. But only for now. Old 11 will refund. Clicks into the trees, sets up shop, gonna deal with those Alk illusions as quickly as possible. Doesn't want to let DC get the lanes out.
Yeah, that was good creep cutting. And it's just, again, what you talked about earlier. DC have very good ways to keep the lanes pushed out. I mean, impressively good ways. Not that EHOME don't, but they'll focus their attention more now on Roshan, which is already at half HP. As I said, will find himself an Aegis. And this might be the time where EHOME try to find some sort of push.
Oh, they are going to siege. All outer towers have been deleted from the map. DC are very good at pushing out lanes. They are not great at killing buildings yet. The Nature's Prophet doesn't have a Desolator, doesn't have true right-click items. Alchemist is quite underwhelming at killing buildings. He's much more about AoE spread damage. So I think EHOME have a really strong timing now. If they just get the lanes to a comfortable position, push out S5, and go for the high ground siege, they can potentially just take a lane of reaction in the game right there. I think this is probably one of their strongest timings yet this game.
They're missing some TPs on DC, like seriously missing TPs, so it's a good thing that EHOME haven't started pushing yet, but they'll make their way back pretty soon as, again, the illusions just cutting the creeps, and finally, they will at least be able to push out mid. Bottom's pushed out pretty well, though. But Old Chicken forced to go back with, of course, his Aghanim Scepter, Blink Dagger, and 3,000 gold, waiting to see what he builds next.
If they want to take it late, I still think EHOME can. They'll need more BOTs is the main thing, and they'll need to maintain the vision advantage. But they have heroes that can just flash farm. We've already seen that, so perhaps they don't feel a sense of urgency.
Maybe not. We'll wait and see. That's Maelstrom picked up for the Nature's Prophet, so again, more ways to push out the wave and just have some extra damage in fights. The Sand King picked the Yule Scepter, so just a couple more items being built for EHOME squad, and DC will back up finally. And this is maybe where it comes in, Dave.
And they got the lanes to a comfortable position, so alright, they are going to go for the high ground siege. Slowly, though. It's nice and slowly.
I have to deal with these freaking Alk illusions that you can just spam like crazy.
Yeah, the missed chance is a bit annoying for Luna. But fresh disruption illusions come in. Chipping away.
Old 11 sees Resolution bottom. Epicenter getting channeled, but Resolution forces himself away. TP, he doesn't see him, and he misses the burrow. The arrow missed as well, and actually allows Resolution to get out in time. Now they're chasing through mid. They want to fight. There's the Eclipse coming in, trying to turn this, but guess what? Nobody's home. Ice. Your Eclipse does nothing. It has hit no one.
EHOME, a double whiff there. Alright, well, big push is over now.
Yeah,
They don't think so.
Maybe not the best play from EHOME. They're going to bag them now. And Resolution will continue to split push time.
The ALK spam is annoying, that's for damn sure. With Octarine now, he will grab the plate mount. Normally Shiva's is the next choice. As he sweeps around from behind, looking for the backstab.
He's going to find Fenrir, but he's kind of far away. It will find a
Old 11.
Good disruption, but he's going to end up on the high ground, and now Fenrir going to be flown up. Jonathan, the man style brings him down. On the other side, 11 dueled up and still trying to stay alive. Berserk down to the low ground. Weehaw getting destroyed. The Starstorm will end up taking him down. He was focused alone. There was nobody from DC there to help him out, so he does have buyback, but Zaxa will lose his life as well. He'll buy some more before dying, but he's dead for 45 without buyback, and Resolution picking up the top lane. Alpha's one to buying back, and now
that hurts.
the defense is commencing.
Having to buy back here is really costly. They're trying to isolate Old Chicken, the BOT play. Moving in on the Mirana, Cloud comes through, very nicely timed, and they do get him. A much needed grab after that buyback.
That is a quick change from one end to the other. They might even be able to force it to buyback from Mirana if they can push top lane. But we'll see.
They just hit buildings. Not incredibly slowly, but their building damage is underwhelming.
Yeah, they could use an AC from the ALK, although...
Especially when they don't actually hit the building.
I think Shiva's is probably the...
Shiva's is the standard build.
Yeah, exactly. He also bought a gem for his team as well, which they need so badly to take back vision and map control.
Well, feels like it's anybody's game for now, though. We haven't seen a good EHOME fight. I think that's where I worry a lot for DC. We haven't seen a good Epicenter in some time, certainly not a multiple heroes. We haven't actually seen an Eclipse hit anyone of significance for like 15 minutes, and they're still winning the map control war.
EHOME will move together as a squad, and they have the gem as well, so they're just trying to make sure the map control has been taken care of. They also still have that Aegis for a while during that fight. It's going to be gone, I think, probably within 30, 45 seconds, I believe. I can never read the clock when it comes to when the Aegis actually...
It's coming. It's going to expire in about like 10 seconds, and then...
It's that bar? Okay, I didn't know. I thought it might have been the...
Each of them is 1 minute, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Starting from the top.
And that's going to give at least DC a little bit more room to work with and maybe less hesitancy to push up the lanes. Yeah, you're right. Aegis is gone. That clock has been super confusing to me for a long time. There's some parts of it I understand.
That's what I'm here for, Travis. I'm here to provide therapy and relief from the confusion of the clock.
Well, it's super helpful, let me tell you that much.
That's what they pay me the big bucks for.
Yeah, that's
to
why we're
read
here.
clocks.
That's why we're here. What else was
all
picked
right.
up?
MKB.
Lincoln's for, yeah, MKB for Ice Size, Lincoln's for Old Chicken, and a couple other items. Weehaw does get the Sheep's Guard, so no AC, and again, that doesn't solve their problem of being able to push base. At some point, maybe Resolution might buy something like an AC or a Desolator. They might have more room later on for one of these heroes to grab an AC, but for now, tower pushing is not their main objective. Their main objective was to survive as Old 11. Force Burrow into Zaxa, gets forced away himself. Now, Eagles will avoid the unstable concoction as the arrow comes through, but it won't hit on anyone.
Well, these lanes are pushing slowly. Resolution still yet to take the tier 1. It's a very irritating game for EHOME. I think more mobility items, more blinks, more BOTs, more force stabs are in order for all these supports.
Lasso forced back in, Ice has been called. Unstable concoction will go next. BKB, however, still very tanky. Took the trade. Now it's finally going down. He has no buyback, and they're on pursuit. Weehaw looking for more. Can they get out in time is the question.
The purge on Weehaw, but Misery still chases. Stop, gonna hit him through! Oh, that could have been ugly, but Old 11 looks like close.
Fenrir knows he made
I thought he got Old 11 killed there for a second.
Fenrir knows he made a mistake. He was like, listen, I'm not going to make this worse. I'm going to let Stankin survive. I'll tank the gank. Old 11.
Was he trying to let Stankin survive? He got him stunned, but it's okay.
We'll call that an accident. Although Old 11 might fall, Unstable Concoction, Yules will block it. He has another flank in 8 seconds. He burrows away, but not that far. Down to the, south of the map.
Maybe he did get him killed, and he's the gem carrier.
He can't flank the Radiance Burn. It's too much, and Resolution finds the kill.
Fenrir. Oh no.
What a disastrous turn of events for EHOME.
That hurts.
A lot of gold.
Man, oh man. Alright, well now all the lanes will be pushed. So by the time this next fight happens, if it happens anytime soon, DC are going to get some good wards down. Expect Misery to be dewarding and trying to plant some of his own, though he doesn't have any.
Do you think if the Mirana had a BKB, she might have been able to live there, or was it just too much? I think she got focused down and stun locked pretty much perfectly.
Mirana?
Oh,
Speaking
wow.
of which.
Click. Vision, blinks into the trees, TPing out. Yeah, should be fine.
Would have been close. BKB is just... Like, what does it really stop this game? Orchid, I guess, but you already have Lincolns.
Unstable. Any Fortune's End, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's about it, though, yeah.
It's just not a great BKB game. I think you'd rather just tank up the stat items and go for more of like a late game DPS build. So, Butterfly, E-Blade, Scotty, things like this. Daedalus, MKB.
When she got lassoed, I don't think there was any counter initiation for EHOME. That might have been the problem, or even a defensive disruption that just didn't happen.
You mean the Luna?
Luna
was the one that got lassoed. Random dots from EHOME. I think you just count on your Shadow Demon. Like, honestly, Shadow Demon was really out of position there. / Ice was too far forward, but if they stay together, Batrider should not be able to drag her that far away.
That's the tough part. Making sure that the Luna is successfully sieging your towers.
The other cat lady.
Mirana also. It's probably the same, but...
This cat lady's of plenty in this one.
Yeah. Old Chicken. Old 11, actually, is gankable in the top lane. Blood busted up with nice movement speed. Misery will find him.
Oh, no jump the snag here. Oh! Stands front row.
Man, he is still breaking ankles, even from beyond the grave at this point. The Alchemist will bring him down with the Sheep's Guard, but...
EHOME's starting to crumble here. Some sloppy pickoffs. DC with the punish. And Almont, they may look for the high ground siege.
There was like a 10-minute period, right around 30 minutes, where EHOME was crushing it. Net worth is even. DC has not only actually eclipsed them, but done much more. Up to 10,000 net worth advantage now. Demonic Purge.
Chemical Rage is coming soon. Can they turn this?
Look for right clicks from Resolution. It looks like DC are going to back up together as a squad, but now Old 11 on the hunt. Busted up, but I don't know how far they go. Link forward, Old Chicken looking for the arrow, but can't find it on the move.
This could be a dieback if he's not careful. He does get the Yule set up.
Misery will take a lot of damage as the Star Sword falls and still doesn't hit him. Now the Eclipse coming through, doing some nice work, but still not enough damage. Leon tanking a lot of it. Now the Bros trick in, and Leon's getting low. The Chemical Rage not healing him up enough. And they will bring down one. Socks for the first. Down the second. Old Chicken, he'll fall.
Looking for a bit more. Weehaw backing up. Ice has to finish him. He's committed at this point, but he's getting away. Weehaw, Chemical Rage is up. He's going to completely heal back the full HP. Misery survives too.
Resolution's coming in the Shadow Blade, looking for Ice. Does he have the sprout range? Blink forward, move. Has Lasso ready to go again. Now Old 11 coming in. It's too late. 4 dead for EHOME. They outlast the fight, DC, and Resolution taking forward, looking for Lana, but he gets orchided. Force Staff is ready. Hurricane Pipe for Resolution, but he just goes for the tower instead, and forces out 2 buybacks in the process.
EHOME are crumbling. This game is getting quickly out of hand. Mont, a 13,000 gold advantage now. Alch can start giving his team Aghanim Scepters if he so pleases. Can buy that Moon Shards to replace the Armlet. This is officially about to be a 7-slotted Alchemist or a very fat set of supporting cast heroes. Either way, DC now in the driver's seat. All lanes generally pushing to that bottom lane, looking for the Roche.
They're going to contest this.
EHOME,
they know. They don't have the Sand King for 40 seconds, but they're going to send at least the illusions in, and maybe I think they've realized they can't do this on their own without the Sand King. So it looks like EHOME might just give this up, and that's really bad. That's going to be the beginning of the end, I believe.
They'll need a good high ground defense to turn this game around. But if DC want to slow roll it, they can speed Aghanim Scepters to their teammates, get the Moon Shards on the out, still room for Resolution to grow a bit here. Something like an Orchid can be upgraded, you can replace the Hurricane Pike, Phase Boots can be converted into something else if you so desire. So there's still some breathing room here for additional item pickups. And Riki actually scales quite hard. Granted, isn't the best farmer.
There's that Diffusal Blade that'll help him in scaling. It's like that's the first item on a long list of items for Riki in order to be able to do enough right click to actually be helpful later on down the road.
Man, it feels like as soon as Old 11, like that one missed stun was just It was something broke inside him, Mott, and he's just been missing too many
It was
spells
that.
since then.
It was that and a combination of the Luna getting picked off.
Yeah.
The game was even at that point, even in terms of net worth as well.
And EHOME had the map control edge, I would say. But
Bloodthorn picked up the Nature's Prophet, so the extra crit going his way, as well as the
just your DPS in general is much higher. Removes
strike as well.
Gives you true strike, though there is no evasion on EHOME for now.
Who's the Zags going to LD?
I would guess Nature's Prophet. Let's see.
It's either that or
Bat Rider.
yeah.
Okay, looks like it's Bat.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy.
All right, well, that just increases boost net worth wildly. And double lasso if he can get close enough. He doesn't have the Aether Lens, though, so could use that if you need some extra range.
EHOME just chilling in the base for now. Try to collect their thoughts, regain some poise, and think about their lives. 43 minutes in. I still think they have a very good high ground defense lineup, and this is a throwable game for DC, make no mistake about it.
I mean, we kept talking about it. There's still not that much pushing. I mean, they have more attack speed now, they do more damage now, yes, but you don't have any armor reduction or ways to just...
They just don't hit Paladins that hard.
Yeah.
No Death Prophet, no Lone Druid, no Lycan, no
again,
Necrobog.
a Desolator or an Assault Cuirass, either of those which would be fine, but they're more content with just winning the fights using the items they have. And right now they're doing so. EHOME now will be forced to just stay in their base, and until DC commits to a push, this is what's going to happen.
So they've got him in a half Nelson. They're looking to make it a pull now. Mid lane, basically at the EHOME base. Bottom lane, fully shoved in. Top lane, only slowly creeping out. And it's Aghanim number 2, who's the lucky winner this time.
He is buyback now. That has brought that second Aghanim. It should be what we thought originally, which was Resolution, but who freaking knows? It is flying out of the courier. It'll be there in a little while, but he's got the last one now. He's caught, though. He can't bring him down to the low ground. However, the disruption a little bit late. Ice still been caught, but they don't go in now. Like I said, it's not there yet. It's small, but they will continue to fight. Trade will fly next.
DC need to disengage here. Epicenter's still online. Eclipse is available.
Wow.
Lasso was already committed.
Resolution took a lot of damage out of his He had been false promise. No.
So who got it?
Resolution, yeah.
Okay.
Now they're going to be always pushed in, pretty much.
This is a nice way to help secure map control further, but we can see that it's not easy for DC to fully break the space. Move. I guess he was he a bit late with the BKB, or is that just a demonic purge? Oh, hold that thought. They're moving in.
Bottom gonna get caught now. As he's on the ground, we are looking for a guard to keep the guard. Bottom in a lot of trouble. Starstorm coming through. Good burrow strike on it too, but no follow-up. We've already lost that ogre, and Old 11's next.
Now, stunned up, the Senki will be disrupted, but Old Chicken has to run away. This leaves Old 11 on an island. Silence controlled and dealt with as DC surge forward, looking for Ice 2. Can they kill him?
Oh, this is a huge kill. Can they bring him down? Weeha's coming in. Both promise to keep Misery alive. No buyback on the Cat Lady. The other one does.
The Digital Chaos are 1 win away from a guaranteed 1 seed in Group B. The sun spanning is nearly complete.
What a game. That was, I guess they had an idea of what they wanted to do, a strategy. They said, let's keep going, and they eventually were successful in that strategy. They didn't need those items